Hello everybody, welcome back to another unboxing video. Been spending the kids' inheritance. Oh, this one's really well wrapped up. Really well sealed up. Take my fingers off. There we go. Little air things. And then we've got one and something else there, and a nice little bag. Get rid of that. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got. So here we have Pentax. This is a Pentax lens hood, and this is for 28 3.5 with the case. And then in this little one here, it looks like a lens case, and it has a lens inside of it. Not too badly deteriorated. And here we have the camera will focus, and I get it up and the right way, makes it a bit easier. We have a super multi-coated Takuma 28 3.5 Pentax lens. This is a M42 screw thread. Nice snappy iris, and the lens looks nice and clean. I don't tend to store lenses in lens cases. I keep the lens cases, but I store those separately from the lens. I don't really like them, same as ever-ready cases for cameras. I tend to store the cameras separately. I think these things, especially if they're in a loft or something, they accumulate damp, and it's just the right sort of conditions really for encouraging mould. More bubble wrap, and here we have something else, well wrapped individually in bubble wrap. This looks like another lens. So what we got here, we've got a lens hood for a telephoto lens hood. So you can see on here it's a 3.5, 135, a 150 f4. I didn't know they did a 150 f4, or 200 5.6. That's another hood. Sorry, not the camera then. So this is one of those lenses, Fujita cap on it. So this is a super Takuma 135 3.5 Pentax lens. This is another one. It's in manual. Stops down to 22. This one, the iris doesn't seem to want to open up all the way. So there we go. Nice snappy iris. The lens looks in excellent condition. Glass wise, makes a change to actually have a lens that hasn't got any fungus inside of it. What else have we got in here? We've got a little book, and we've got a camera. Nothing in there with that. Nothing in there. It's quite a nice little bag. But again, as I said, I don't tend to store equipment in these sort of bags. So we've got an operating manual for lenses. That seems a little bit redundant, but nevertheless. So again, ever-ready case. I open this up. And this is a Honeywell Pentax this time. So this is an American market camera. We didn't get these in the UK. And this is a Spotmatic F. So this is the one that meters open apertures, I believe. Like I say, I'm not a Pentax expert, hence the reason for a lot of Pentaxes coming in. And let's take it out and have a look. As I say, I don't store cameras in ever-ready cases. There's a nice tripod mount in the bottom of the in the bottom of the centre of the lens. Nope, I don't really want to be seeing that. FP and X. It's very similar to some of the Pentaxes we've looked at recently. A bit of a Pentax splurge at the moment. They seem to be very high quality cameras, and the lenses supposedly are very, very good. So again, the lens is spotless. This is a 55 1.8 SMC. I presume that means super multi-coated, doesn't it? Someone will no doubt tell me in the comments. So, why is the mirror in the up position? Oh, it's down now. Maybe that's just something that happened during transit then. So again, this has the auto function on the bottom there, so you can see this little bar moves forward and comes into contact with the lens. This up here, I'm assuming, is what connects to the body to let the camera know the aperture that the lens is set to, because these apparently have open aperture metering as opposed to the other Pentax I looked at, which was a SP2, and that was stop down metering. So the self timer works on the top, very similar to the SP2. Frame counter, wind on lever, shutter speeds up to 1,000th of a second, whereas I've noticed the SP500 only goes up to a 500th of a second. ASA is set by lifting and turning the collar. It does have a lock for the threaded shutter release button, so you can use a normal cable release with it. Hot shoe with an X sync on it, which is useful. And that's a strange place to have a screw, isn't it? Usual rewind crank, film reminder tab. It's very nice. Pull up to open the back. There we see the pressure plate, multi-slotted take-up spool, transport. Pulls the film through the camera, cloth shutter horizontal, so 60th of a second flash sync. Phones don't look too bad. On the other one you push this button up to get the metering to work, so I'm assuming that this one is the same. I don't know whether it's got a battery in it or not. Yeah, M42 mount, 35mm SLR. I think the only difference is that these Honeywell ones are American, from the American market. The seller that I bought it off said he did buy it in the States. So yep, the iris is working. So I'll just put it up to my eye and see if there's anything going on with the meter. It might need a battery in it. But, well, the needle certainly seems to move back. So, yeah. Whether it's accurate or not, we will have to check. So a little bit of marking in the viewfinder. It looks like dust and hairs and things, so that should clean up okay. And yeah, this does seem to be a stop down button. So yeah, very nice. There will be a full report and test coming up. But yeah, we have a Spotmatic F together with a 28 3.5 with the corresponding lens hood. And that bit's on there somehow. I think that's just a clamp-on fitting, to be fair. Yeah, it just tightens on like so. And then we have a Fujika cap and I do always like to use a lens so that it sort of protects the front element as well if you don't have a filter on it. But yeah, that's a 135 3.5 complete with proper lens hood. They're both Pentax lens hoods. So yeah, that's my latest arrival into the collection. It looks quite nice. It's in quite nice condition. And like I say, it's one owner from new, a term that normally applies to cars, but yeah, one owner from new. He bought it in the US, and now it's back in this country. There's a bit of paperwork in there. I don't quite know what that's to do with. Have a look. I always like little bits of paper. Oh, right. Port or airport. Alright, this came into RAF Lynham on the 17th of the 6th, 1997. Though the camera's not 1997, but yeah, still camera, Pentax Spotmatic F, body number 4832374. So yep, that number matches up. 1.8 lens, one wide angle lens for identification purposes only. So yeah, that's where it came in. So I imagine he was in the services then. So yeah, it came into the UK in 1997. I think he said he bought it X number of years earlier than that, so I don't really know. Because this camera dates from the 70s, I believe, doesn't it? But yeah, there's a bit of paperwork, a bit of history and provenance with it, so that's quite nice. So, yeah. There we have it, folks. Like I say, a full test and report coming up. And yeah, I'll be interested to try this one out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, questions, queries, etc. down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing, because there's a lot more cameras to get through.